Today we're going to learn how to build countless chat applications using swarmauri. Let me introduce you to key tools that we're going to be using to build our chat application. So the first one is Gradio. Gradio simply helps you to create easy to use interfaces for your machine learning code. Secondly, we're going to be using the swarmauri's Grok model, and it helps you to interact with different language models dynamically. Our IDE for this tutorial is going to be the Jupyter Notebook. I'm going to walk you through the project. Secondly, we're going to learn how to integrate the code. And thirdly, we're going to run the application. You can see in our Jupyter Notebook, I already have some packages installed. So the first package we're going to be using is Grok. As I told you, it gives you user interfaces that help you interact with your model fast. And we're going to be using the swarmauri package, which helps you to interact with different language models dynamically. And we're going to be using our .env to get our API key from our .env file. All right, so the next thing we do in setting up our code is we make sure that we have our imports properly. Do well to visit the swarmauri's website to check for updates in their documentation. And make sure you're using the current version of the swarmauri package. Yeah, so next thing, after we have our imports ready, we are going to load our .env variable from our .env file. Then next, we're going to fetch the API key from the environment variable. Then next, we're going to initialize the Grok model with the API key to grant access to the allowed models. We're going to initialize a max system context conversation instance. Then next, we're going to define the function dynamically, change the model based on the drop-down input. The next, we'll define our function that will interact with the agent, initialize the model dynamically based on user selection, and initialize the agent with the new model. Then ensure the input text is a string, executes the input command that was given with the agent, and will return the results as a string. Then right here, we're going to set up our demo with Gradio that helps us to interact with our drop-down model selection. And after that, we are going to launch our demo. So once we have everything right, we are going to click the run button and it's going to run this for us. So here we can see that we have a user interface that was built with Gradio for us. So what I can do now is I can specify the system context. Let's say I want the model to respond to me as a virtual assistant for a computer science student. So having that as my system context, I can write explain to me problem solving and submit. So after submitting, we can see that we have our results. This is how you can create countless chatbots using the swarmauri model.